Therapy is realizing your type is actually a pattern you need to stop dating. A word. Have you ever said, I don't know why this keeps happening to me. This has happened before, and what's happening is because you keep dating the same type of person? Let's talk about having a type. If you're attracted to the same type of person and you find yourself repeating cycles of bad relationships or bad breakup, then you need to tap into why this is happening. Attraction is just emotional familiarity. If you're familiar with something, you're probably going to keep gravitating towards something you're familiar with. But just because you're familiar with something doesn't mean that it's a healthy choice for you. And that's where you need to put a stop in the pattern. But in order to put a stop to it, we have to recognize it. I think it's important to tap into attachment styles. If you're always in the space of dating somebody that's emotionally unavailable or emotionally avoidant, and you find yourself chasing that kind of person, but that person seems to be a type that you consistently go after, then you need to put a pause in that. If you find yourself attracted to somebody who makes you feel anxious, or you're waiting on their response, or there's this push and pull of the relationship, your body is confusing chemistry for chaos, and that anxious avoidant attachment style is coming out and keeping you hooked onto something that you don't need to be a part of. If you're always attracted to the emotionally unavailable one, then you might love chasing a love that you have to earn. And that's a pattern that you want to break, because you should not be investing your time and energy and emotions into somebody that is not emotionally available, or that is adamant about being emotionally unavailable. And we can say, oh, they've been through this, and we can give excuses and, overlook the red flags. But again, if you're perpetuating this consistency, attracting emotionally unavailable people, then we need to put a stop to that. If you're the kind of person that sees someone and you're like, oh my gosh, they have potential, I see what this person can be, then you might be stuck in that loop of the potential project manager. We gotta get out of that. You're confusing fixing and repairing somebody with intimacy. You shouldn't have to go into a relationship trying to fix somebody so they can be the ideal person for you, because you see their potential. Yes, they have potential, and yes, if they lived up to their potential, they would be that person. But the person that they are in front of you right now, the person that is lacking that potential, or lacking expressing or showing that potential, you're wasting your time. You're in a pattern of trying to fix or repair or build somebody that's not putting that effort into themselves. Don't get stuck in that pattern. If you find yourself in relationships with people who love you so quickly, the love bomber, all right, well, that's a different story in itself. You're mistaking adrenaline for connection. Love is built over time. Love is built through understanding, through the journey of learning somebody. Love is built. You can have love for somebody immediately. I can meet a stranger and love someone, but that type of love is a different type of love that I'm looking for when I'm seeking a partner. If I meet somebody on a Monday and they tell me on a Wednesday that they love me, that's a flag. That love bombing is something that you want to get out of, because they're using that for control. They're using that to heighten the emotions or the experience of the relationship where you are right now. And it's not rooted in truth, experience, understanding, acceptance, vulnerability, honesty. It's rooted in excitement. It's rooted in sometimes a level of control. So if you find yourself in a relationship where you're always running into somebody that loves you so early on, yes, you got it going on, or you have that thing, or whatever it be. But you also want to be careful that you're not getting roped emotionally into somebody that doesn't have an actual fully established connection with you. If you are interested in somebody that is distant, but they have all the values and things that you feel like you want in a partner, then their light validation might keep you in a consistent loop, and you gotta pull out of that. If somebody's not showing you that they want to be with you, if somebody's not showing up for you, communicative, listening, or seeking to understand who you are as a person, even though they have all the qualities and traits that you want, that distance trumps their qualities. You need to put yourself before potential. You need to put what is actually in front of you before potential. You need to see if this is a pattern that you've been in and break the pattern, or else you'll find yourself in a place of perpetuating and repeating the same stereotypes, repeating the same person, the same dating mistakes. Do your breakups ever sound similar? Do your friends keep warning you and it's actually rooted in a place of love and understanding? This is how you stop the patterns and rewire your attraction. Slower pace. Take your time. They say take your time. What's the rush? Take your time in these relationships. There is no rush to get to the end goal. And I know that when you first meet somebody, it feels exciting and thrilling, and you want to experience all the best things with that person so early on. But take your time, because time will reveal the kind of person that is. Time will reveal the kind of relationship that you have. Time will reveal everything that you need to know. So please pace yourself slower. I know it's boring. But be safe. Don't put everything out there up front initially. And when I say don't put everything out there, I mean emotionally. Do share about yourself. Do find commonalities, but don't put your emotions in your bath. Don't put all your emotional eggs in that basket too early on. Be boring, but boring is safe. You rather be safe, and you rather have your heart and emotions protected over being thrilling and finding yourself in a hurtful situation. You don't want that this year. Attraction should grow through consistency. Consistency is the only way to build a healthy relationship. There is no way you can build a relationship solely on just attraction, solely on just potential. Consistency is key. And so get your attraction to grow when this person is consistent in their actions, is consistent with how it is that you see a partner. Attraction should grow with consistency. Attraction shouldn't be, oh my God, they're fine, I'm fine, we should just do this thing because we're fine. Yeah, that's a thing, and that's going to give you one experience. But if you allow your attraction to grow through what they're showing you, through their consistency, and you build trust through that growth, then that attraction is going to be so much more authentic and fulfilling in a real relationship than just moving on attraction based on the first, initial interaction. Please, please, please choose stability over intensity. There may be somebody out there that's like, oh, I'll fly you here and do that and provide these fun, short-lived, intense experiences. But a relationship that is stable, grounded, rooted in realism and honesty and building versus the experiences or the intense ways of showing that they love you. Intensity does not always equal the stability and relationship that we're looking for. The intensity might make us feel good and give us some thrilling moments and some really good memories, but that stability, that grounding, that consistency, that's what we're looking for this year. That's how you break patterns, is if you stop looking at intensity and start looking at the stability of the relationship, the stability of the person, the stability of the interactions between the two of you. That matters more important than the intensity. Healthy love might feel unfamiliar at first, but that doesn't mean it's wrong. I've been in my relationship for 2 years, and when I tell you that this is the healthiest relationship that I've been in, and in the first couple of months, it's intense and fun and passionate, but when things aren't going wrong, there's this element that there's something wrong because I had been so used to or so conditioned to previous relationships being chaotic. And so I found myself challenged by healthy, challenged by stability, because I'm looking for that intensity. I'm looking for that adrenaline rush that comes with the chaos. A healthy love is not chaotic. A healthy love is stable and grounded, and sometimes it will challenge what you feel and what you think if you have been used to chaotic and chaos and yelling and fights and trauma and all the toxicity that some of these bad relationships can yield. Your type isn't random. It's rehearsed in the back of your brain. But just because you labeled somebody as your type doesn't mean that that's the only kind of person that you can attract. If you find ways to break out of the patterns, you can attract something that is so beautiful and so healthy for you, but you have to be aware of the patterns first. Thank you for watching. My name is Aubrey, your friend with her master's in couple and family counseling. I'm here for all of your healing. Please subscribe for more letters or things that I find that I want to respond to that are centered in relationships, healthy love, and making sure you have the best relationships going forward for the rest of your life. I'll see you on the next video.